If this loaded correctly, this is Tesseract ship. Let's see if it loaded correctly. Okay, I think it loaded correctly. Wow. All right, from TesseraktGaming, this ship is called the Firestorm. I guess there's a lot of fires going on. What is that ship design? That is crazy. Where did you get that? That looks like from a movie or another video game or something. Am I supposed to recognize that? That looks really crazy. Yeah, I'll definitely read the description. I'm just trying to tell if I can recognize this image. I don't think I recognize that. It's from XCOM Enemy Unknown. Ah, or Enemy Within. Okay, it's an XCOM thing. Very cool. Firestorm Type A. This unique vessel was developed as part of Old Earth's clandestine XCOM project as an advanced UFO interceptor incorporating the invading aliens' Illyrium technology. Despite its age, the Firestorm interceptor is still competitive against alien threats. Really cool. So, an XCOM-inspired ship from TesseraktGaming here. We got long-range scanners, backup DNA bank, and a pre-igniter with double heavy laser too. 6 weapon power cloaking. This is probably going to be a very fast run. It's shieldless, so 2 ships we played now that are shieldless. Shieldless and cloaking, but this one even gets a pre-igniter to make up for the shieldless start. You're gonna say Independence Day. It does have a little bit of an Independence Day look to it, huh? The flying saucer look. All right, do we have Gibbs for the rebellion? It just rolls off the screen. Does it roll off the screen every time? Yeah, it just rolls off. Okay, that's a pretty funny one. Well, I'm just gonna see myself out. That's what happened when this ship dies. Okay, no backup battery in this one. Level 2 piloting, level 3 sensors, level 2 doors. Lots of subsystem upgrades to start on this one. Pretty crazy. Let me see here. Do I like these positions? I think I do. There is one gib, a singular gib, that's right. So we have really good augments too. I probably sell backup DNA bank since I'm not a boarding ship. Early store to get shields is very tempting if we can make that happen. Wow. He dodged 3 out of 4 shots there on our first volley. Not a great start. Yeah, there we go. For some reason, I think whoever designed this ship may like heavy lasers. Tesseract, do you have some? Do you maybe have an unhealthy love of heavy lasers, perchance? They might be basic Gibbs, but gosh darn they Gibbs, and it works. That's right. Back with food. That is one good-looking ship. Yeah, this ship does look really cool. It's from XCOM, apparently. One Gib once, one Gib twice, sold to Mr. Rand for 1 full Gib. Ah. Wow, 2 ships in a row with hacking. My god, okay. Could you not double dodge this time? Triple dodge. Yeah, there we go. There we go. A love for heavy lasers can't be unhealthy. Oh, okay. Madman agrees with the heavy laser love, I guess. You should have given the ship more power. You don't know how to go back and edit the stats on the ship. Honestly, starting it out with 6 weapon power, I don't think it's that big of a deal if you have it start with a little less power. That can be the on-purpose punish for starting so ridiculously strong. Because this ship starts ridiculously strong. So I honestly feel like even if you say it's on purpose, it's kind of defensible because what a crazy starting build this has. Just say you did it on purpose. Because pre-ignited 6 weapon power to start a run is pretty insane. Alright, can I ever sell enough to get shields? Nah. Nah. I will buy 1 power, though. Since I'm not going to go to this store. Yeah, another shieldless ship with cloaking start. Yeah, yeah. Definitely share some similarities, these 2 first ships, for sure. And I'm digging it. I am digging it. I like me some glass cannon ships. You do love heavy laser. The main reason you chose heavy lasers was actually because they're kind of like the plasma weapons in XCOM. Yeah. And most of the design choices were lore related. Very cool. I'm trying to think if I recognize this from XCOM. I feel like I don't remember seeing this ship. Like, this isn't the ship that they take to their missions, like the main player characters, right? It's not the Sky Ranger, okay. Yeah, because I thought I remembered that looking differently. Okay, running, not ideal. No fires, no breaches. It's the upgraded defense fighter. Okay. Which is just called Firestorm. Okay. Well, that is the name of the ship. That's like, it's called the Firestorm. The defense fighter. So an XCOM is a defense fighter, like it's been so long since I've played XCOM. Can your like base get attacked and this is the ship you deploy to protect your ship or something like that? Or to protect your base or something? Wow, that human actually ran back and forth until he died. Crazy. Ship you can research and eventually fill your hangars with for intercepting UFOs. Yeah, okay. Yeah, really cool ship design. Call an interceptor, okay. Yeah, it intercepts UFOs, including those heading to your base. Okay, cool. So I kind of remembered it a little bit. Kind of. Well, whatever it is, it looks really cool. So well done on the visuals. You found a good picture and it looks very clean. I appreciate some nice clean visuals on these ships. Sadly, our enemies have so little health we're probably never going to kill any of them. Heavy laser to start is unsurprisingly really strong. Unsurprisingly. You can deploy satellites around the world, and satellites will detect UFOs, which you can scramble or intercept to shoot down, and you spent way too much time editing this one in paint.net. Well, it paid off, because it looks great. So, well done. Wonder how big the shield bubble is on this, yeah. Well, my plan is to spend my first 125 scrap on shields, so 120, 125, whatever it is, I always forget. I hope I don't have that thing where we get that crackling noise on stream again. We've had that a couple times. I'm hoping that's just weird connections and weather related from all the storms we've been having in Texas. Believe it or not, you thought about starting the ship off with hacking. So this is, I think this is the one that I always do scrap some of the debris. But I think this is one that you could get a free, or you get attacked by a ASB or something. But the good thing is Clone Bay actually protects you on board the station, I think. Am I getting these mixed up? I better look this up. FTL, board the station, look for survivors. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking of a different one. Clone Bay does not protect you. Alright, that's why I always do that one. Okay. And that was a dive. Rebel or Mantis. Neither of these have guaranteed 2 stores, which sucks. I'll probably go Rebel here. Poor defense drone has to circumnavigate this ship. The ship itself was way bigger than you thought it would be. Well, you can adjust it, right? Like, you can adjust the size in superluminal, I think. Can't you do that? I think you can adjust the size of the ship in superluminal. Like the size of it on the screen and like the position of it. Maybe it's just the position you can change. Gosh. A ship that has cloaking is kind of our nemesis here. Okay, nice. I'll let that hit. You're really bad at using superluminal? You don't know how to do the change size and stuff? Okay. I may have to look up a tutorial. I think I might have the one just for you. Biohazard. The one time I created a ship was with the help with Biohazard, and there's his YouTube playlist. So hopefully that will be of use to you. We have the tools for that. But main thing is finding a store this sector, so. Biohazard, another of the OG ship creators on the stream. Oh gosh, do you have an offensive drone? You don't. Okay, good. The ship homeland you have to reduce in an image editor if that's what you mean. Use GIMP for that. You're going completely off of that one video that I posted. Oh, which was Biohazard teaching us. Yeah. Yeah, I think this playlist includes that video, but has more in-depth stuff, I think. Because I think that's a link to that full playlist. So hopefully that's useful. Okay, store. Come on, shields. Come on, shields. Alright, good. And it's not the low-power ones that some people do. Beautiful. Okay. How big is the shield? Looks just right to me. What else does the store have? Hull laser 1. Golden shield, bypass, stealth weapons. Alright, I'm going to sell the backup DNA bank because I don't like being full on augments. Lets me almost be able to afford second shield immediately. I would have bought backup battery if that was available here. Stealth weapons. We could go very similar build to last time, but nah. Nah. Get our shield value. Get some power. Of course, getting that second shield already. Well, you've done a great job on the ships you've created already, Tesseract, even without using the other, Nice. Any other tutorials or anything than that? I think I can dodge train here. And I'm going to put you on shields, I think. And I can OMD with our NG here. Oh. I think I have to redo this for some reason. Cheat engine. I guess I think modding it makes you have to reset speed hack for this to work. Does this work? Yeah, there we go. That means a lot. You try to make ships that you would enjoy playing. That's your design philosophy. You test every single one of them. Nice. That's the #1 thing I tell people who submit ships is just do some testing. So I appreciate that you do that. A lot of times new viewers will create a ship and then just send it. And if they'll never load it up and realize that, oh, I forgot to make that if you buy shields, you only have one shield, which is a pretty major problem. Because that makes the player have to spend 225 scrap on shields rather than 125, and other little things like that that you would know if you played one sector of your ship. You'd know. I'm gonna try this. Nice. All right. Great delay there. Okay. Beautiful. If you don't test, you end up doing things like breaking Zoltan's shield, augment, like someone did in the past. Poor Rand's been baffled for half the stream as to how you break an augment. Somebody broke Zoltan's shield augment once, huh? Well, I think there's things like if it's a shieldless ship that has Zoltan shield, there can be some weird interactions with that, so probably crazy stuff like that. All right. I do get 7 if I go through these 3 nebula jumps, so let's do it. And there's a shieldless ship with double Vulcans, yeah. Yeah, that sounds like somebody created a shieldless ship with Zoltan shield and didn't test it. Which made Zoltan shields effectively a dead augment, that's what it sounds like. Hey, it's a beam master. Can I crew kill a beam master? Probably be pretty difficult. Okay, but maybe. We've breached it. Wow, these guys refuse to die. Okay, well. Oh well. I kind of tried. I also ended up donating 125 scrap to shields that didn't appear after that. That's how broken it was. God. Yeah, those are some of the more rough runs for sure. Alright, do I want a distress or do I want an asteroid field ship fight? Could be an auto assault, but I do have 2 shields. Let's go. You have a request. You'll pay the cookies. You would like the following names. Okay, I'll get that after when we have a safe jump here. Since I just went into an asteroid field, give me a bit on getting all these name requests here.
Why? He dodged
nice.
every fucking shot.
Okay, good. You want a slug named Sectoid, Zoltan named Outsider, NG Thin Man, and Lanius Chrysalid. Okay, all right. Those are enemy alien types in XCOM, if I remember correctly. So very cool, very cool. To go with the XCOM theme, I like it. I like it. Nice that we got a training ship since I'm deleting their weapons so quickly. We often don't get any training. Yeah, I'll get those names after this fight here. XCOM time in FTL universe today. That's right. We love a shieldless rebel scout in an asteroid field. Love it. All right, here we go. So Slug is a sectoid. Zoltan is an outsider. Outsider, if I could spell. NG is a thin man. Alright. And Lanius is a chrysalid. Okay. Don't worry. Somebody on YouTube will tell me all the different alien names that should be that are different. No, a slug should be this, and a Lanius should be this. Don't worry. They'll make sure to tell me on YouTube. I'll keep an eye out for the corrections that I'm sure will come along. That's XCOM, baby. True XCOM would be I have a 99% chance of dodge, and they will hit me with all their shots. That's true XCOM. The aliens have taken over XCOM. Oh no! Oh no! Whatever shall we do? They took over. Okay. Just deleting the weapons. This is what happens when you lose the XCOM base defense mission. The aliens band together and form the Federation from FTL. Whew, alright. Free Rockman. No training, so No, I think I want to put you in shields, actually. Rather have the Lanius to float around. Lanius floater on doors. Why wait for YouTube? I'll tell you right now. Please don't. I mean, yes, please correct me. I love being corrected on stream and telling me about all the mistakes I've made. It's my favorite thing on stream. I've taken 0 damage so far, I think, so that's good. Civilian, yes please. Themed ships, such a cool idea, yeah. Some of my all-time favorites. Now, RPG Nerdos has had some amazing ships over the years. So has Pieboy. But some of the ships I still remember are when MathChamp created a series of ships based on Oxygen Not Included while we were doing one of like our first playthroughs of Oxygen Not Included. And that was super cool because they were themed around the different modules of the ships that you took to outer space in Oxygen Not Included. And I recently watched a part of a Francis John video for Oxygen Not Included. That's such a great game. That's going to be another game I'm going to have to revisit at some point. Oxygen Not Included is so good. That's a half-power nebula. And I'm going to plan on going there right now, I think. Hope that's enough power. Got my weapons online. Yes, good. Manly search, we got Clombe. Beautiful. The rock needs to be a muton, or muton, okay. Give me that free stuff. Okay. We already have a thin man, it's the NG. You wish you liked Auction Not Included? Something about the micromanagement crosses your fence of less fun. Crosses your fence. Okay. Well, what I like about it is you're not supposed to micromanage your... What are they called? Duplicants. You're supposed to make everything automated. And that's what I enjoy about it. Okay, this I can actually fully train everything else besides engines. So I'm going to do that here. So it's not actually supposed to be 100% micromanaged. It's supposed to be everything automated, and I enjoy automation games. Speaking of, I need to play Satisfactory when that comes out 1.0 later this year. Rename it to Thin Man so that the whole name shows. Okay, I'll try. You want to be the human Tesseract? Okay. Okay, there's weapons done. Actually, I want my Zoltan on shields. So let me do that. Let me swap these around. Unless I want to name the human Bradford. I don't care. It's your cookies. You tell me. Hand your ship. You tell me what to name it. You like resource management? Don't get me wrong. You can get overwhelmed easily. Yeah, I can understand getting overwhelmed in Auction Not Included. It's very... Oh, I might as well cross-train something else more. It's very... There's a lot of min-maxing you can do, and it's easy to get overwhelmed, so I don't blame you. Name him Bradford. Okay, I'll do that. That's central. Alright, our shield's coming along slowly. Engines are done, so I can do that. Single heavy laser does not a fast shield training ship make. Yeah, some of my favorite stuff with Auction Not Included is making the crazy things like, you know, petroleum boilers and steam rooms and like all the ridiculous things you can make. So crazy cool. So many crazy cool automated systems you can create in that game. What am I saving up for? Hacking, probably? Wow, he repaired that cloaking pretty fast. Did he have an NG repairing cloaking? He did. Alright, thanks for patching up my 0 damage toll. I appreciate that very much. Being a waste. I can't afford cloaking here, or hacking here, not cloaking. I already have cloaking. Mind control and backup battery, though. Can I do both? 110. I'm 2 scrap from both. There's another store. What if hacking here? I guess I'd check for that. If it doesn't have it, I'd probably come back for mind control. Damn. Alright, well, this is a very wasteful couple of jumps here. It's not wasteful. Efficiency is what gets you the win. That's what Barb and Sleepy Dragon and others have told me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Just it feels so wasteful to jump back and forth. Window shopping. Oh, I was supposed to rename the human. Friggin' hell, my brain. Sorry. My brain does not work super well sometimes. Actually, can I do this? It's a safe fight, so I might be able to crew kill this. Whew! Yes, we can! Beautiful. Alright. Alright, so there is another store. Let's get, what are we calling him? Bradford. And Thin Man. There we go. Okay. 5, 4, 2. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. Scrap efficiency is underrated. Honestly, depending on the player, I'd say I overrated it for a while. Scrap efficiency is very important, but I think I actually did overrate it for a while. Would make choices based solely on exploding that guy. Solely on being min-maxing my scrap efficiency when I could have made other plays that were less scrap efficient but more likely to win the run. More win efficiency, I don't know. But a scrap recovery arm that gets you double scrap BOP if you had a ship with very little start out, or would it balance itself out? I don't know. That sounds like math. I know questions about that where it's like if you change something, would it be better or fix it, are really hard for me to know because I've never played with it that way, so I really can't tell you. I really couldn't even begin to guess, Gunther. If it gave you double scrap, it probably would be very good. Probably be overpowered, honestly. But, because if you remember, a scrap recovery only gives you 10% extra, I think. Is it 10 or 15? It's a very small upgrade amount of scrap, so I have plenty of drone parts. So making a double would be huge. Be huge and kind of crazy, honestly. Woo, that's a deal. Wrong kind of flak, but I'll take it. That is a free flak too. Like a 30-something scrap value, plus whatever the other consumables were. What was that emote? Baylor math. What? 2 + 2 = 5. That's a great emote. Because I agree, math is hard, and I'm bad at it. Was that referencing Baylor University? Because if it is, I lived right next to there. Down in Waco, Texas. Store. What would we want from a store? Backup battery, basically. Get flacked. Oh man, we have a pre-igniter, so I might actually want to use that. Oh, I should have powered that, man. I actually should just power this. And go heavy laser flak 2 as our build here. Oh, that's a cool cloaking image. Wow, that's really cool looking. It's like we become, I don't know, in the blue spectrum. You know what? I think his ship might burn down before the O2 kills him. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Evo reminds you of one of those videos titled, I'm going to prove to you that 2 + 2 = 5. And I'm like, no, you won't. You're not interested in some ridiculous equation that lead to outrageous results, huh? It's a guy called Baylor Lord who mainly does slay the Spire. Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, Slay the Spire, another great game. Which always makes me think of Monster Train. Which is my favorite deck builder of all time, I think. I think I have more hours of Monster Train than any other deck builder. There's a discipline in math, imaginary numbers, where you can actually write a proof for 2 + 2 = 5. It's called imaginary. Wow, you can make up imaginary numbers? You're not a math guy, though. Yeah, I'm sure there is. And it's math, and I'm sure I'll never understand it or care. No, maybe not care, but not try to understand. Alright, there we go. There's that crew kill. Beautiful. At half power. Hopefully it's another manly search. Nope, okay. Good fight. Pre-ignited flak 2. The only way I actually like using flak 2. Pre-igniting it. Okay. We might actually go a pre-ignited flak build for this run, which is kind of crazy, because I don't do that very often. You're thinking of a ship that had a large modifier for scrap yarn, but started out with piloting engines and a fairly strong weapon. Mainly rely on store RNG, you're not sure if it'd be fun or not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Again, these kind of thought experiments are like... I don't know how to answer them. Oh, I did that backwards. These questions, I get them all the time. And every time I get them, I'm like, I don't know. My brain is overloaded. I can't think of if your idea is good or bad. I can't. My brain can't think of it. Craziest discipline in math is number theory. Okay. Getting on luck on Monday. Well, hopefully that means after our Zoltan C run last week, even if we don't have all the good luck, I can still outplay it. You could say Rand is a number. For instance, 118, Rand's going to count as an imaginary number. Totally. I'll be your Huckleberry and your number theory. Okay. Power. When you took discrete math in college, you had a really fun Italian professor who would always tell the funniest stories completely unrelated to math. Nice. Teachers can make or break a class and make it enjoyable or not. I had a teacher when I first transferred from junior college to university that made music history the worst class I ever took. So, and I actually like music history. But that teacher made it completely unenjoyable. And gave me my only B in undergraduate grades. Still bitter. Can you tell I'm still bitter? Still bitter. All right, let's see what the... Oh, we got double story. Double store and a nebula... Oh, it's Slughome Nebula. Okay. When you were in high school, your grades were directly proportional to how good the teacher was? Yeah. Wow, we can go double pre-igniter. Anything I really care about here. All I really want from the store is a backup battery or like a halberd beam to go with my flak too. We could go, you know what we could do? We could do some sort of Sven maneuver where we have like 12 weapon power build. Do we want a Sven maneuver? Must have been one a-hole of a teacher. Well, it was Leslie who was an a-hole, and he was one of those teachers who... He would always talk about how he went to Yale University, where the standards were much higher, and the other teachers at school I went to, SFA, made it too easy on the students. And he would do things where he was like purposely trying to trick the student with his test questions. Like, for music history, one of the things you'd have to do in a test would be, the teacher would tell you, okay, listen to these pieces of music. You're going to need to be able to identify the composer and the title and the era by listening to it. And he would choose something like a piano concerto, which is a piece with piano solo with orchestra accompaniment. And he would purposefully pick a portion of that concerto to listen to that's only orchestra with no piano to try to trick you into thinking, oh, well, it can't be that piano concerto because there's no piano for this one. But so he'd do that kind of stuff to try to trick you, to try to give you false leads in a question to make you get the question wrong. And it was the only teacher that I felt like had it out for us students. Like he was purposely trying to make us perform worse. And I just do not like that kind of teacher. You hate when professors brag about their class having a high dropout rate? Yeah. You're glad you chose a degree with a lot of young professors. They're almost always good teachers. Well, that's good then. Good to hear for you. Good to hear. Yeah, I know. Congratulations. Everybody drops out because you're bad at your job. That's right. Okay, let's go ahead and make this safe or guaranteed. Get some stuff offline here. You knew a lot of guys that went to Yale, and some of them were not the brightest. Well, if you go to Yale or Harvard or something and then teach at a college that is not as prestigious, apparently you're supposed to brag about it, because that's what this teacher did. And I was always just like, God, like eye roll kind of thing. Great. Special place in hell for those sorts of people. Well, the truly ironic thing about this teacher is that I live in Dallas. This teacher was an organ player. That was his main instrument. And when I moved to Dallas, this teacher now lives in Dallas and has been to my concerts. And I talked to him like, you know, we're old buddies or something. And all I could think of is how, God, I hated your class. But he's all nice now because he's not my teacher or whatever. Nobody likes a snob. Yeah, right? Okay. Man, I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. I don't really need any upgrades. I could just get level 2 cloaking for the safety and cloak hack cycle. I guess I'll do that. Kind of why you chose a West Coast state school instead of an Ivy League. Yeah. Almost always people who like to pretend to be smart who are the most insufferable. Now, I'll see if we can go for the crew kill here. I did a lot of hull damage. You could argue that that thing I said about him tricking us in the listening portion of the exam is like to prove that you really listened and absorbed everything, but To me, if you're purposefully trying to trick your students, I'm not a big fan of that teaching method. Some Northeast culture's a little toxic. I don't know. I don't know about that. I never even thought about going to any of those, you know, big Ivy League, high prestigious Harvard, Yale, Berkeley, whatever schools. Just never even cared about, you know, the prestige. The most prestigious school that I auditioned for was actually that Baylor University I was talking about, which is, you know, a private school in Texas. And it's just so ridiculously overpriced. And I'm really glad I ended up not going there because I actually was able to pay off my loans in, you know, 10 years instead of 30 years or something. Alright. I'm going to cloak cycle for the crew kill because this is going to take forever. And we might actually take damage if I don't cloak cycle here. Funnily enough, you're pretty sure you bullied one of your professors into stop teaching a class, not on purpose, but she was just new at teaching and people would not hold back in the criticism. Go both ways. Wow, yeah, y'all sound like a terrible class, actually. Bully your teacher into quitting. What a horrible thing. Okay, do I care where this human goes? No. Okay, just hang out there, I guess. Why are they not even repairing O2? There's no door there. Those ships are called a coffin ship, Brady Bunch fan. Coffin, because their ship is literally a coffin. Because you cannot repair the O2 because there are no doors to that room. You graded on a curve, which people hated. How does grading on a curve work again? I don't know if I remember how that mechanic works. It's been many years since I've been to school. Dude. Pop, pop. Okay. University studies can be very opinionated. True, true. Or students, I guess is what that means. Maybe studies? I don't know. For a test, it could be that if high score was achieved was 92, then that becomes 100% in curve everyone else to that. Okay. Not exactly sure how that works. I can't remember if I ever had a teacher that did that. So that makes it even harder on the lowest scoring students or better for the lowest scoring students? I can't remember. God, look at this guy. You know what? Thanks for the free stuff. Holy crap. Level 2 cloaking. Double burst laser 2. Enjoy your life. Your professor that wrote absolutely absurd tech questions on exams for us to prove we understood the math. Your heart sank when you had a 40% to learn that you were the second highest score in the class. Wow. Fine, take all of my fuel. Take all of it. Wow, double pulsar. No thanks, double pulsar. Go. 1, 2, 3. And around, yeah. Taking the oxygen out on the slug interceptor is the oldest trick in the book. Okay. I didn't know it was the oldest trick in the book, but it's definitely a useful trick to have in your bag o' tricks. Okay, I don't see another store. I could, you know, get Hermes as my 12th weapon power, but we'll see if I actually go for the whole Sven Maneuver over 12 weapon power thing. Because Flak 2 is actually the best weapon for it. Double Flak 2 and like double blade beams would be the craziest version of Sven Maneuver, I feel like. Basically, there's only a set number specific grade, so if everyone does really well, the people with the worst will get a bad grade. Yeah, that does sound pretty crap. Punishes the lowest performing people. Yeah, it's a pretty shit way to grade, I would agree. Oh, apparently I dodged nothing. Then I guess I should have cloaked. One of the things that is discovered independently by most, if not all, FTL players. Oh, the O2 blocked off room. Well, that was a lot of dodges. Black 2 gets hard countered by this ship layout here, by the way. No more dodges. Okay, actually, I think... Yeah, Flak 2 is so slow that... I'm gonna say that Mantis actually gets a repair done there. It's crazy. More storms forecast today. When will it ever end? Yeah, we've had some... Like, yesterday, yesterday was Sunday. I went to go work out and then go eat dinner, and like 6:30 p.m. a monsoon comes through, and I'm like having to drive and run through the rain. We have had ridiculous storms in Dallas. I think there's been ridiculous storms all over the Midwest of the U.S. this last week and a half. It's crazy. You remember the days before the Advanced Edition update where every ship had the same layout and even pirate slug interceptors had separate O2 rooms? Okay. Almost a one-shot. Midwest, not sure you can even call North Texas Midwest. Well, okay, sorry. Middle of the U.S. Whatever the middle of the U.S. is called. Feels like it's a column in the U.S. from Texas up through what's north of us. Whatever's north of Oklahoma. Kansas or something. They're getting crazy storms from what I've been seeing. Or maybe I'm just completely wrong. I don't know. Just maybe the south. Okay, south. South having crazy storms, I guess. Well, that didn't pre-ignite what I wanted that to pre-ignite. Again. For once, I'm actually looking for glaive beams, Vulcans, and other crazy things that pre-igniter makes good. Makes better. Yeah, it's not a very good English sentence there. Okay, let's go ahead and just do a power then, I guess. Could you name the second human Shen? Sure. Sure. Okay. North Dakota, way up north. Okay, yes. Oklahoma in the states north may be called Great Plains. Okay. Well, that might not work out super well. Please go out. Please go out. We have a lane. Yes, if it didn't go out in time. Okay. Still kind of don't like that. It's alright. The way these doors are out, I keep forcing humans to run through the vented Lanius room. They like it, though. I'm sure they like it. They love being vented. Okay. Well, that's a good start. Actually do damage through Zoltan Shield. Beautiful. Might be a crew kill here. I didn't pull the pilot. Yeah. Double rock though. Double rock on a Zoltan ship in a... Are we in a rebel sector? I think we're in a rebel sector. I'm not gonna go for the crew kill. I'm running. Commander, I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Anything else they can dream up in the research lab? We can do it here. Build it here. Oh, is that the guy that's Shen? Is that who that is? Well, I hear the name Shen. I think of the guy in League of Legends. I think that's a top laner named Shen. How does Rand not know what regions are called in his own country? Have you met Americans? I don't know. I don't know. Ask me a music question, I'll have a great answer for you. Ask me a geography question or a math question, and I'll look at you blankly. Do you know everything about every subject in your country? Tell me the geopolitical interactions in the year 1700 to 1800 into whatever country you are in. Go. If you can, then you're way better than I am about knowing random information. Only test you ever cheated on in all of your schooling was a basic test where you had to label all the 50 states. Yeah. Yeah, history and geography are like two of my worst subjects, so that's my excuse. Texans only care about Texas. Same for California. Well, I'll be honest, even I grew up in California and then moved to Texas. I kind of don't care about, you know, I don't want to say I don't care about either because that sounds wrong. How am I going to quick kill this? I just, those are subjects I don't care about. If somebody asks you about a subject you don't care about, they're probably not going to know much about it. And geography, state locations, regions, what's the capital of New York? Albany, I think. Like, I don't, my brain doesn't care about those things, so it doesn't remember those things. But I could tell you my build for my World of Warcraft character, or I could tell you all about music theory. But I got nothing on geography and some of the other stuff. I just my brain doesn't care. That's not as hard when your country is as big as a small state in the U.S. Okay, well, so you're making fun of me for something that's very difficult that you can do that's very easy? Great, cool. Love it. Let's see here. You can ask basic questions about military history or specific questions about World War II, and you can answer them pretty well, especially armored vehicles. There you go. Double offensive drone. Zoltan ship. Rand, why do some people enjoy syncopated rhythms more than others? Now that is a good question. Now, I actually have a little bit of an answer for this. And I don't want this to sound racist, but I think there are some cultural and socioeconomic reasons behind that, actually. I think there are some actual social and geographic reasons behind some people liking more intricately rhythmic music. That's as much as I'll say, because I don't want to go any further into it, because that's not what this stream's about. But I think there are actually some reasons in those things that I just said. I'm going to do this. Rock or rebel? Let's go rock. You lived in Texas for 7 years, and that generally is what you picked up. You loved Texas, but what an observation. Okay. God invented war so that Americans could learn geography. Through all the history that Americans cared, you thought... Okay, wow, your typing is pretty bad, you pippy. You thought all the history that Americans cared about was the Civil War. Okay. So we, I guess we're going for stereotype things now. All Texans are stupid. All Americans only care about their own history. Alright, apparently it's beat up on Texas and Americans Day. Alright. Civil War was a bloodbath? Yes, it was. Alright, I'm gonna do hacking cloaking cycle here.
You should have zero goddamn dodge with this ship.
Okay, good. Rand question rock or rebel, and you heard rock and rebel. Tweet, tweet. Okay. We lost more people in the Civil War than in all other wars involved the U.S. combined. There you go. That might be the reason why America, that's the one we care about. Maybe that's similar for like the French Revolution or something. But I don't know. 'Cause I'm a stupid American. He's got no cloaking. Your observation was that Texas is the U.S. as the U.S. is the world. Texans are fairly isolated, only care about Texas. Same with the U.S. Again, these are very overly generalized statements that I don't want to just say, yeah, Texas. And I know it's a meme and all that stuff, but overgeneralizing on the internet is apparently everybody's favorite thing. So I guess I shouldn't be so upset about it. It's just, I feel like, I don't know, like our world is never going to get better unless we stop overgeneralizing people into chunks. All UK people are like this. All Texas people are like this. All Russian people are like this, you know? You know? Okay. Level 2 cloaking again, I guess. Yeah, we're back to the us versus them mentality. Yeah, it really is.
Let me fucking hit him!
Feels like
Come
it's more
on,
of that
man.
each year, too. Okay, I need to wait for the cloak to wear off. See if I can high on. Oh, too many doges. French have had multiple revolutions, and the result is a police state. A lot of people talk about the U.S. having police brutality. French brutality is arguably worse. On YouTube has a great video on that. Okay. Okay, good. Texas is huge, like the size of Europe. Hard to paint an area that big with the same brush. Well, it's not hard. Just be on the internet, and it'll happen. So, us versus them mentality is the worst. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's how we evolved, right? Our Stone Age brain hasn't evolved past the point where we need to kill our neighbors who are competing with us for resources. Or something like that. Power is mainly what I want right now. To be honest, Texas State Senate constantly talks about seceding. Oh my god. Okay. Cool. Well, since y'all want to talk about politics, I'm not going to read any more things about... I'm not going to read any more chat that has anything to do with this, because these are my least favorite discussions. This just sounds like we're trying to start an argument. And I don't want to secede from the U.S., so I'm not going to talk about it. So let's move on. Let's see. Get vented, Rockman. You wish you were a human? There you go. Get vented like a human. So ideally we get another 3 or 4 power weapon. Okay. Okay. Let's go crazy, crazy shenanigans here. We're gonna go 12 power weapons, chat. 12 power weapons. And you might wonder, how could you possibly do this? And that's a great question. How are we gonna make this actually happen here? I want the weapons that'll go second to be the ones that are pre-ignited. That's how we want to do this. So, Sven Maneuver. Let's talk about something a little different. Sven Maneuver is something that you can do when you're allowed to pause, although you can do it without pausing if you're really good, involving pre-igniter and some crazy weapons. So what you do is pause, depower weapons that are already powered, and then power weapons that are not powered. Jump, and you will see I now have 2 weapons that are fully powered and 2 weapons that are almost fully powered. Fire these 2. Ah, crap. Hard countered by frickin' cloaking that I didn't see existed. God damn it. Alright, fine. I'm hacking shields and ruining this fool. I'm not going to do any requests on this run, Contosul, unless they are themed for this ship, which is... What is this ship called? XCOM ship, so... Remind me next run that I owe you a crew, please. I was trying to explain Sven Maneuver and you ruined it. Game, you ruined it. Ruined. Yeah, I'm not going to read anything else about secession or political stuff. I just don't even want to have any sort of discussion about any of that kind of stuff. This is neither the time nor the place. It's a funny jab. Okay, I'm sure it's funny to you. I'm sure it's funny to you. Me, I'm just sick of hearing that same joke on the internet all the time. Okay, here we go. Hopefully we can fight enemies that aren't cloaked so I can actually do Sven Maneuver correctly here. Frickin' cloaking. Alright, well it's all ruined, man. All ruined. I'm gonna fire this anyway. Maybe something will hit. No. Okay. Alright, if you have any more thing to say about the things you guys are talking about, take the tells. I don't want it in my chat anymore. I don't want it. We are positivity around here. We're not arguing about stupid stuff that doesn't matter on Twitch, please. Alright, cloaking's down. And he's dead. Very nice. Oh, well, that was my phone going off. Okay. Another asteroid field. But I have a single crew that does not, or a single ship does not have cloaking, so I can show this frickin' strategy, please, game. I want Sven Maneuver to work, so I can show how it works. Yay, no cloaking. Here we go. We're about to fire 12 power weapons almost instantly. That's what's crazy about this. 12 weapon power instantly, basically. And there's a Sven Maneuver. Pretty crazy. And I don't even know how to min-max it if I'm min-maxing it correctly here with timing things. I think min-max would be double flak to double weapons that get value out of their shields getting deleted, so. Would I be down for another as intended run for Lenny's B where you try to suffocate as many people as possible? Not before I finish the streak, but sure. No, I didn't do the thing. Are we down for many things when I have completed the streak finally? So yes, but not now. Okay. Okay. Please take things to Tells, chat. Please take things to Tells. 226. Looks like I have to be a parent today. Parent on Twitch. It's my favorite thing. Hey, free long range scanners that I already have. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna pre-ignite Flak Halberd. I'm just gonna do that. I might try this, whatever it's called, Sven Maneuver more. If I get other weapons or on the boss. Otherwise, it's not really that needed with this build. It's kind of crazy overpowered already what we have. Nope. Probably should have gone for crew kill. I don't have a firebomb. That was last run. We had a firebomb. Alright, you Pippi, I've asked you a couple times. No more messages about countries, nationalities, history. No more discussions of that. Alright, so let's see if we can get some good weapons. Okay, well there's an interesting one. No, I really, honestly, what I'm looking for is Flak 2. Flak 2 or Glade Beam are like the only other things I'd really be interested in here. Because to truly make use of Sven Maneuver, I feel like we need things that instantly do their thing, and Flaks, especially Flak 2s, are kind of the best for that. So. Alright. Do I have any Mantis anti-boarding? I don't. Double bombs, though. Get blasted. I have a lot of scrap, so what I'm hoping for is a store with Blade Beam, Flak 2. What I care about Vulcan. You can argue that Vulcan is best when pre-ignited, but with this build, I'm not sure. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weird path, but I can do that. Ignore to tarp. Okay. Hey, for once I say ignore to tarp, it was actually a tarp, and I can get the ship kill. Very nice. Alright, can we crew kill this? If I don't halberd beam them, maybe. So, just to completely change the subject into something hopefully more positive. The NBA Finals are coming up. I think they start in a couple days. And I've been watching non-stop YouTube videos about the matchup. And, you know, the Dallas Mavericks are playing the Boston Celtics. And everybody in Dallas is super hyped up about it. So I've been watching lots of videos about the matchup and Luka Doncic being insanely good and all this stuff. So, wow, that is a lot of A lot of boarding plus a missile here. And he's running. A lot of boarding, and he's running, and he's spamming me with messages. Yo, dog, stop spamming me, bro. Stop spamming me, bro. Holy crap, is that 5 crew on our ship right here? Okay, well. Happy human venting day, everybody. 4 or 5, I think it might have been 4 actually, all told. Okay. It's apparently the scrap banking run too. Okay, there we go. There's our store. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chrysalid versus human, that can only end badly for them. True. True. Don't care about that deal. Actually, that deal was probably fine. Are we in sector 6 or 7? I think we're sector 7. Yeah. Sector 7, and these NGs are not helping me out here. Come on, 3 or 4 power weapons. Basically a flak 2. Well, we could have gotten double burst laser too, I guess. You know what? I love you long range scanners, but double reloader pre-igniter. That's the build. Our full Sven maneuver here. Let's full Sven once here. Do it in something like this order. Oh, I said let's full Sven and I don't actually do what I'm supposed to do to that. We don't need that. Okay. This. That's how you Sven. That's how you Sven. Although I did it backwards. This is completely useless the way I did this. It's this. Pause this. It's this. That's how we want to do it because we want the flak up instantly. We have a bit of scrap. Just a bit of scrap. A wee bit of scrap. Very Irish. It's a wee bit. Okay. Not quite a one-shot. Close, but not quite. Holy breach 2. Now that's not a bad pre-ignited weapon, I guess. Wow, okay. You didn't know I was into the NBA? I'm not usually, but my brother is. My brother watches a bunch of sports, and he got me watching a little bit of basketball last time I went to visit him. And then I found it very exciting to actually watch Luka Doncic play, so that's mainly why I find him a very exciting player to watch. This way, actually. So it's mainly I've just been watching highlight reels and, you know, reviews of the players and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, value point, 4th shield. And I still have 200 scrap. I have pre-ignited basically 11 weapon power. And I'm still like, what do I spend all my scrap on? Okay. Cloak 3, I guess. Probably do even more, but this is good for now. Do this. This. Breach 2 for the crew killing? Yeah, for sure. This is not enough time, so I don't need a crew kill, but I can if I want to. There we go. Cloak the small bomb. So I think what I want online is this, and then we reignite the breach and flak, I think is what I want to do. I don't use Sven Maneuver very much, so I'm not quite sure how to fully get the the full min-max value out of it, to be honest. Oh, a Sector 8 store. If I get double flak 2, I'd actually go with that, I think. I think min-maxing Sven Maneuver uses double flak 2. No, double breach 2, though. Maybe a missile would be pretty good for it. Yeah, I think I'll just keep all this. I'll swap the breach to the heavy laser after phase 1. Pretty cool looking ship. Yeah. Yeah, it's a XCOM themed ship. It's been very, very fun to play. Yeah, the bomb feels a little slow, to be honest, because you need something. Because if you don't let let your weapon animation finish, then you don't get the value out of the Sven. Wow, that was a lot of dodges that guy had. A weird sentence that I just said, but I think what I said makes sense. Am I piloting that just got set on fire? Yes, it is.
Why? He dodged every fucking shot! Oh, I hate this fucking game.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to... I think maybe I need to just do heavy laser and flak, because those fire the fastest to Sven it up. To correctly Sven maneuver it up. For the record, how you used teleporter this run, it would have been in the 4-slot room closest to the clone bay. Here. And the drone control would have been in the upright quadrant near the shields. Here? Or here? Shields and hacking. Drone control would have been in the upper right quadrant near the shields, cloaking and hacking. Near the shields. Here, okay. Alright, good to know. I will not remember that, but good to know. Alright, not near hacking, near weapons. Okay. So it would have been there. Good to know. I never remember these things, though. Since I play ships once, normally. Okay. Control the pilot. Okay, missile still online, that's fine. This isn't not enough time, so I need to crew kill this, so... let you in. Bomb bay is down. Come on with these fucking dodges, man. Beautiful. Okay, we got 40 missiles, so I don't have to worry about running out of those. That's good. Very good. I actually want Thelanius to die, so let him die. Oh, you want something to happen? Let me make sure this doesn't ever happen. Thanks, game. Thanks. It's so annoying. There, let's finish them. Bam. There it is. Not enough time? Not enough time. Give me that scrap. Could breach bomb my own lane. True, I could. I probably won't, though. I got all this scrap. Let's just get level 3 clone bay and let him regen that way, I guess. Okay, let's go into the boss fight now, and Sven Maneuver... I don't want to do it. I don't want to Sven Maneuver. I want to flak heavy to start. I mean, I don't want these. No, I can't do it. Phase 1 Sven Maneuver doesn't work because he has cloaking. So I want to hack shields, halberd beam across, heavy laser, then swap to breach to get crew kills phase 1. That's the plan. And we have all this scrap, so let's spend it. There we go. Now, what's the hack? Engines, all right.
Doge? No, you need to be a good Doge.
Really? 98% and I got a double fire from that missile. Truly XCOM, chat. It's truly XCOM. 98% chance of dodge and I got hit. Frickin' XCOM numbers right there. I meant to swap to this. Maybe the numbers were wrong because the hack happened and I didn't notice or something, but gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Oh man, that level 3 mind control didn't work. Already got a bunch of good crew kills here. It's XCOM, baby, yeah. And we're playing this ship as intended. With getting hit at 90-something% and not hitting when we're due 90 whatever percent. Double kill. Nice. All right, there we go. Got all but the one crew. That's all we needed, and that should be GG. That should do it. 1 damage taken to kill all but the one guy. Just what we wanted. In XCOM EU EW, it's possible to miss a 100% shot due to a rounding error. Jesus. That is dumb. If you programmed your game in such a way that a 100% chance to hit can still be missed, you have done something wrong with your programming. Maybe something right, but probably something wrong. What do I actually want? I want one of those. Yes, I want it this way. Yeah. Extremely rare, but it can happen. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Alright, let's Sven Maneuver. Since he can't cloak this time. Hold on, I'm waiting for halberd beam. I think he will not be able to dodge if I wait for the halberd beam to hit. No missiles? No missiles. Beautiful. That's a lot of drones I didn't notice for a bit there. And the boarding drone I completely forgot about for some reason. Alright, good fight. Oh, he's not dead! Oh, I got overconfident. Sidious and slow. Sidious killer. Alright, we're good, we're good. Slow and insidious killer of slow and overconfidence and whatever. In our original XCOM, you can get over 100% chance to hit and still miss due to a weird elevation. That doesn't make any sense. You have 110% chance to hit. Miss. What? What is... You don't understand how numbers work, XCOM. That doesn't make any sense. This is what I want to do. Remember, overconfident, slow, and insidious killer. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's totally what I meant to say. All right, finish him. Oh, I didn't Sven Maneuver. Crap. I completely forgot to Sven Maneuver. Oh well. Ah well. And he dodged everything. Alright. Alright. Not ideal. I can level 3 cloak here, so...
Fuck you with these dodges. What the F?
Come on, halberd beam. Wow, you that's 3 halberd beam shots and we haven't gotten through this thing. That's crazy. Okay, well, our dodges are good anyway.
Fuck you, man.
Where's the mind
Wow,
control?
big surprise.
There it is.
He dodged just enough for me to do 0 fucking damage.
Alright, well, honestly, this has been a pretty terrible boss fight. Oh! Oh, we killed his last crew last time. Okay. I didn't do that on purpose. I think we accidentally side room bug killed him last round. Because no wonder he dodged so much. Accidental side room bug. Alright, it's fine. GG cookie time! The Firestorm from XCOM, where they dodge everything with 0% dodge. Or whatever the numbers were that were ridiculous XCOM numbers. Amazing ship from TesseraktGaming. Thank you for that fun ship. Need bardic inspiration from random. Prove your dice roll. That's right. Let's see what our score was there. 5781. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Well, we've gotten 2 runs in just a little over 3 hours. So if I can do a quick break, come back and do a Mr. Key ship. If Zach Dog is back by the end of the stream, we might go for a 4th run, depending on how quickly the next run is. So, Mr. Keese's Type DEF Rejects pack we've been playing. So, I'm going to send him to use your restroom, take a quick break. You all feel free to grab a drink, grab a snack. We come back, we'll do another run, and maybe get 4 runs in today. Y'all rock. See you in a bit, my friends.